But the suit selection is actually a crazy deal. So I had picked this one out, and then like the guy that was like fitting our suits was like, I don't think that was gonna be available. So then I had picked out like a pink suit with like some blue stripes, like the baby blue stripes. Then I looked at my locker yesterday, I think it was, when they brought the suits to us, and then this one was in there. So I was like, there we go. I mean, the pink suit probably would have been too much of a statement. I think everybody out here would have been like, all right, this guy's doing a little too much. So I'm glad it worked out like this. But yeah, definitely me. I'm better dressed than Joe, for sure.
I'm sure they've asked about it, but are you like trademarking the mohawk? I've never heard of that before.
Nobody's ever heard of that until I started saying it. I'm going to make that clear now. So I might have to look into trademarking that, get some shirts made for the season or something, see what happens. But yeah, thanks, Keegan. I'm probably going to try that out.
Brennan, you had some significant turnover up front in the offensive line during the offseason, several guys going to the NFL. What's the transition been like, and how are things coming along as far as the offensive line?
Really well. Throughout the spring, obviously, we had a new group of guys up front. Obviously, Gavin and a couple other guys that were, coming back. But you don't truly know until you get into like week one how they're, going to play together. But I feel really confident about it. I feel like everybody meshes well together. I feel like we got a great group of talented guys up front. I'm excited to see what they can do, but it'll be exciting to see once we get into week 0 or 1, whatever you want to call it. Whenever we're playing Nebraska, how they end up doing. But I feel really good about it.
And then you've got a relatively new group of pass catchers as well. Who stood out among the new group of guys, and also what is it like to have a guy like Joe Royer back that's a familiar target?
I always hate getting asked this question because like people always think I'm just giving quarterback answers. Whenever I say all of the guys, like I actually like love throwing the ball to, but it's genuine. Like all the guys that we brought in, our incoming freshmen, our depth pieces from last year, I trust all of them to throw the ball to them. So, and then Joe is a halfway decent tight end, who's probably the best in the country. I had to give him his flowers there, even though I am better dressed. He is the best tight end in the country. I believe that, and yeah, hopefully getting these new guys and these new weapons in here will free him up a little bit more and make our offense more special.
Were you surprised by Gianni Contosis when he got on campus?
Oh yeah, no, he plays well above his age. He carries himself well above his age, and he's just a good kid as well. He doesn't say much. He always works hard. Really good hands, really natural pass catcher. So yeah, definitely. Obviously, you recruit guys expecting them to come in and, be good players down the road. He came in and was a really good player right away for us this spring, so excited to see what he can do.
So have you just been like thinking and replaying a possible like Cyrus Allen deep shot in your head ever since he committed to you guys?
Yeah, no, him and we have so much speed that we brought in this year with him and Goody and Jeff, so I'm excited to see. Hopefully we can be a lot more explosive this year. That's obviously the plan. Excited to see what we can do on offense, but yeah, definitely from that one spring clip of me throwing that post to Cyrus, it's been replaying in my head for sure.
Do you have to have conversations with guys and be like, look, you're all not going to have like 900 yards and 10 touchdowns?
I just tell them they all will have 900 yards and 10 touchdowns, and then they always stay positive with me. But no, they all know that if we're scoring points and they're happy. Obviously, if you're not scoring points, they're all going to be a little upset, which is what you want. You want guys to, care about it, be passionate about it. And at the end of the day, you want to produce as an offense, not necessarily just one guy or even two guys. You want to produce as a whole offense, running the ball, throwing the ball. Nobody wants to throw the ball more than I do, I promise you. I want to put up numbers. So, yeah, definitely. I think they're all going to be really excited with how we do this year.
Coach Glenn said there's no divas in the wide receiver room. Is that a rarity in college football?
When he says that, he's really just talking about Cyrus. Cyrus is a little bit of a diva. He'll let me know. He'll definitely let me know. He'd be one of those guys that you got to get the ball too early on in the game. We always joke about like doing a little like bubble pass to him or something just so he'll shut up for however long. But we always give him a hard time. They're all great dudes in the receiver room. And like I just said, like if we're scoring points and other guys are producing, they're not going to say anything. So we want to win games. That's it. However that gets done, I don't care if it's 3 pick sixes for these guys and we don't score at all and we win 21-20. Perfect. Obviously, I would get ripped in the film room the next day, but it is what it is. We just want to win football games.
And Brendan, you mentioned the wide receiver room a little bit there. Talk about what Jeff Caldwell's been like and what that addition means to the wide receiver room. Obviously, he had a great spring. What have you seen from here throughout phase 3 of the summer?
Yeah, just the same guy. You know, he's continuing to grow as a leader. He's been really good for us on the field, obviously. He's a really talented player, big. You know, he's 6'5.5", 6'6", whatever you want to call it, and can run and jump out the gym. So definitely a guy that you want to be throwing the ball to, and I'm excited to do that this season.
For both of you, when you think back to last year, I mean, there's probably a game or two, maybe 3 that just replay in your head when you're sitting home for like full season. Like, what's the difference that you need to finish those games, those one-score games that you lost last year? Like, what difference do you need going forward?
I was gonna say it's really discipline that it comes down to. Because, you know, we played teams that didn't have penalties, and we had like 4 or 5 small penalties that really changed the whole trajectory of the game. You know, the course of our season basically missing them types of like jumping off sides, delayed games on us, false starts multiple times. So it's like those small things. If we didn't have that, we win the game. So us just having that mindset, that mental now of going into the offseason, making this the hardest offseason we can, so when we go on the field, it's easy.